Hello everybody, how good of you to join and welcome back to Evil Genius 2. And yes, I've heard your criticism, I'm reading your comments, and we do have a few flaws in my base. And in this episode I want to focus on a couple of things to improve the layout of my base, to improve the traps that we have, and of course my personnel. And what we do before we start all of that, we just check real quick what we're researching right now. That is the ham radio, so this one is increasing my broadcast strength by 2, very important. And then we are going to have a look at the world map. So we're going to use these 2 broadcast strengths, of course, to open up new territory where we can then scout the investors, because this is the quest we have right now. And what we can do in the meantime is, what we need is money. So right now there is a low profile here in Russia, and yes, let's have a quick scheme on the money here. There in, well, Central Europe we also have quite a low heat, but what I can see is we are still reducing the scheme or the heat. We can do the same thing here in more or less Eastern Europe, and let's have a look there. I don't want to waste any money though, but workers. Up here we can have a little money scheme. So this one, let's take the long one, siphoning money over time. There we already have this one active, and there we reduce the heat, right? So that's the status on the world map. And when we go into the base again, we already have the gold palette of our vault here, right? And this should of course not go up. So another thing that we need to improve right now is the gold pallets that I have there. I would like to have a few more. Let's just place those here. That's 15,000. That would cost me. Let's do this. So we can still enlarge in this one quite a bit. And another thing that I could do, I'm starting the transition, or actually it's good to have 2 gold vaults anyway, right? Because it splits up my treasure. This one here of course needs to go at some point then, because it's way too close to the central area and basically everyone could just steal it. Right, we have the normal door here. Let's put this one to level 3 so it takes a bit more time, but that's it. Now, for my room layouts, we do have a couple of options. We have the infirmary here that I don't like so much anymore. So we're going to move the infirmary now to another place, and that is here. So the infirmary is going to take care of the sick, obviously. We're going to make this a bit smaller though, because I don't think we need a whole lot of space for that, for the infirmary. And, oh, wait a second. Let's make this a bit more central. This is looking better, and we might make this one a bit bigger. And then we can still have lots of room here for the mess hall, right? And here we might add then more of the leisure buildings that we have. But for now I would like to have the infirmary, or now that I'm thinking about it, I have a complete different idea. We are going to put the research anyway, so the laboratory that we have there, this one, I'm going to put it up here to the, where we have the power generator, right? The cool thing about this one is we have plenty of space here for all the research tech that we need. So this is one thing. Let's just build a door here as well. This shouldn't cost me too much, 5,000 only. And the cool thing is about this whole thing, I can just move the furniture then to the other side, right? And that's exactly what we're doing here. Let's make this actually a bit bigger there. Doesn't really cost me that much. And there we have it, right? So we're going to move the research up there, so we have more whiteboards available then. Right now we are researching with 3 at the same time, which is pretty cool already. And let's also buff the minions in this area, right? So we are also boosting the research there now that we have to further optimize that. So this is one of the things we are remodeling that. I'm going to get rid of the infirmary that will be placed here, and instead of that we're going to have a trap corridor. That is going to be fun. A trap corridor where the agents have to go through every time they want to get into my base. Now while that is happening, I will also move something else, and that is my inner sanctum that we have there. Of course this is looking up absolutely garbage, so I'm going to have my inner sanctum in this area. In this corner there, I can have this. So there we have the door for it then, and it's once again going to be a reinforced door. And the good thing about this one is then we can also make it a bit larger and add a few more buildings. And this one goes away, the armory goes away, and we're going to have the control room, one big giant control room in this corner of the lair. I think this makes the whole thing a lot cleaner. And yes, about the power station, let's also have a look at that. We do have a couple of these generators. I'm going to sell them now. It looks crappy, and it doesn't look clean and anything like that. We're also going to move the nuclear reactors to the south of this room, so more or less to this one. We are probably going to have a power shortage now, a power outage, and yeah. We can now put a few more of these generators, right? So this one here, 2 of them. Let's just have a look. Right, so this would be the final layout then. We don't have enough gold for all of that though, so I'm just going to get rid of this nuclear reactor. We don't need all of them, obviously, it's just way too much energy anyways. We have another surplus of plus 20 then on top of what we have, so I can get rid of, let's say, of 2 more here, right? So we don't make it too expensive. And whoop-de-doo, we've also finished another research, the broadcast strength. So we have a broadcast bonus of plus 2 now. And let's just see what else we can do here. So heating is builds up more slowly. This is something I like, but it's costing me a lot of money, and we are building something right now. So let's just wait for this to finish, and let's use the broadcast strength that we have on scouting in western. Oh yeah, we do need a power, sorry. And there we have the power once again, and whoop, oh, we also still have an agent there. Let's just kill her real quick. It's just one agent, a couple of others are just lying around here on the ground. And there we have that, and we can make it much cleaner now for the future. So this is that. Now we have the power. Let's get back to the world map real quick and scout in this area. So there we have another investor. We need to be careful, so we are in the Patriot area, of course, so I'm expecting some attack from them. That's one. Oh boy, we do need quite a lot of these investors. There we have another one, I guess. The magnet. And here we do have another one, the smarty pants. This is only rewarding us with some gold or some credits, 10,000 of that. Where are the other schemes though? Right, so this one is the investor, and this one is another investor. So let's scout in China. We are going into the new territory here, and that's it, right? So 2 more territories, and both of them have more investors, and this one is another one. I don't know where the 5th investor is, probably in Australia, or no idea. It might actually be this one here, even though it says rewards money, right? It might also reward me with some investors then. Now let's just have a look. Here the scheme is over, so we can start a new scheme, and we're doing it with the investor, so we get the second one then. And up here, we also still have a bit of buffer there, so let's just get another money scheme on the way, because we definitely want to siphon money, money, money. It's all we need right now. And in Japan, very good, we can also start with a new money siphoning scheme. So 3 money schemes are on the work right now. That should be enough. Now, what I can see is, yep, also my henchmen. I need to train a few more. I do need to train a lot more guards. We have 8 at the moment. Let's go with another 4. So we are going for 12. I don't want to push too many guards though at the same time, or henchmen in general, because it's pushing my expenses for each day, right? So target cost per day is 4,500. Look at that. It's 1,500 more credits per day that 4 more guards would cost me. So we need to play this the safe way here. I don't want to go bankrupt. Let's just have 2 more. So we have 10 guards in total then. That's quite a lot. Let's have 1 more valet, and scientists should be perfectly fine for now. Right, so they can be trained now. And the research is finished, so I can now move my equipment for the research lab to this one. So that we are going to have then the whiteboards. Right, so this is what's coming up over here now, and we have plenty of space for more research equipment that we can add then to this area as well down the road. That's another improvement, and now that the research lab is going away, we're just going to wait there a second. And yeah, money is still coming in nicely there, so 38% of my vault is being filled. Everything is gone now equipment wise, and now what we can do is we can just remodel this one here as an infirmary. I'm going to have the infirmary a bit more though to that side here. So either I just remodel it now like that, so this becomes an infirmary now, and the rest basically becomes dirt. Like so. And I think we're going to do this for now, right? So we're going to have some dirt here for now, and that's basically it. The cleaner way would also be to just make everything here dirt. Right, like that. Sell the door, and I think I'm going to do this. Sell the door, and then what we can do is, there's the door, complete. And then we can make the room here and the infirmary over there. with the bit of intel that we gathered so far, we can start this special mission here now that costs me 5 intel and would reward me with 10,000 credits. And of course we're going to do this, no problem. We also have a new kind of mission here for one of our side stories, so the International Inquiry. This gives me a steel records +1 that we do need for High on the Hawk. But what we can see here is we do need have a level 2 criminal network, and that's broadcast strength again. So here, once again, the improvement of my control room is coming into play. We also have another investor scheme here. Let's do this right away while the heat is low. Another 5 intel that we need to spend on this. And on the other side of the world, the schemes are starting now as well. China is complete. We could start the next investor scheme, but I'm not doing that because it's costing us scientists and ballets. We're just going to have some additional money scheme running here, perhaps the short one. This one, right? Only takes 3 minutes. We can do this. And lair-wise, we have... yeah, we are losing a lot of people right now because they're going for schemes. I should also, for the research, have a look at increasing my lair capacity. Where can we do this? It should be somewhere here. Oh, by the way, this is pretty cool too, so that we have another way of storing gold. Another better way then. There we have it, costing me 20,000 credits, and we can increase the cap of our lair. Let's do this one. That's a bit of more money that we lose, so we are down to 14,000. My gold pallets are actually not that full, but I'm expecting some money to come in. Another thing that we can do, we can use the side stories or the optional quests that we have and get a bit of cash out of it, as we can see, for short boost. And there are others that we could get. Let's just see. This one is good, so this is going to finish itself anyway. Train technician and construct lockers. So the lockers, that's usually something. Very good. This one is done. So let's build the infirmary. I can build the infirmary like this. Righto. Let's have a door to that. And then these beds or care ports. Let's have 2 of them for now. And that's it. That's all we need here. This one can go away now. Right. So we have lots of stuff to sell. We could also just make the whole thing into dirt. Like this, and this would actually it should give us money, shouldn't it not? We could sell those things, of course. This one should be working now, and we do get some 3,000 credits out of it as well then on top of that. And then I can make my trap corridor here that I would like to try, even though I have no idea if it succeeds. Basically, it's my first playthrough, so we're just going to see it. Over here we have my inner lair now finished too. Let's move my chair, my important chair. And another thing is what we need here then, what we've unlocked now too, is the conference table. We could squeeze it in, right? So that would still work. This is something we need later then. And of course we can still enlarge the whole thing. That's gone. And what we can also do here now is sell and also get rid of this whole thing there once again. So we can make then a... oh, we actually get good money out of it. And we can make then the control room in this area. Now we got more intruders. I think we're going to kill them. Where are my guards? We should have a couple of guards available there. So this one we can basically get rid of. We also have our samurai who can fight quite well. Right, so this one goes down and the other ones... over here. We might just walk up to them and kill them. And since the samurai is so strong, he can take care of them himself. I just absolutely love my Jubai. And he didn't even cough at that. 2 of them are dead. Very good. That's that. And we continue here with the construction. There we have the research. Let's also have my genius going in here then again to boost them. Oh, her morale is pretty low. She should be going to her chair, restoring the stats. Money is coming in quickly and we can continue to build. Yes, another criticism was that this one is not according in the... First of all, we can't put it in the center here, right? This is not possible. But of course, I can still put it as close to the wall as possible. So 1 more inch here. And we might also just remodel our entrance here to have it look a bit better, obviously, with the roulette tables in this area. Let's just see. We could also have another one here. So there's 2 of them. It looks a bit chaotic, doesn't it? So let's just clean this one up. There we can have, well, actually, Let's sell this one. Let's have the baccarat table here. People can sit here. And the bars, well, the bars can be a bit more central, like here, for example, close to the pillars, or close to this pillar there. And let's just have 2 of them here. Oh, there's actually 2 entrances here, right? How should we do it with the bar then? We could have the bar like this. Nope, it should be like that, because people can then... No, this one goes away again, right? 1 bar should be fine, right? So there we have a couple of bars then as well, and the table. So this should be a better concept. For this area here, we still don't have everything working, even though, oh, I can see we have some furniture. That's good to know for the future. What is coming in though is money. We have lots of money flooding, basically flooding us right now. So I can use the money, let's just see, for this trap corridor, right? So the trap corridor is basically going like this, all the way up here, and then going all the way up here, and then into my main area once again. I think we can make it like that. Ah, there's a deep rock again. So the idea is that we do have then the fan pushing them back. Hopefully this is working. And yes, this one here I can fill again. Right, so we can make this work. And then I could have, for example, the fan hopefully working in this area. So once this is built, let's move the boxing glove. And then we can have the fan here.
Your vaults are full.
Oh, my vaults are full as well. There we have the fan then. And then we need to research something new. Oh, by the way, we could also have then some poison darts here, right? So that's going to help a bit. Let's confirm it for now. And I need to research something that is a trap. So once we finish with this research here, that shouldn't take too long, we can do this one. There it is, the pinball bumper, and knocks your enemies about a cheery little note. And this is a bumper like a pinball, and then we can push them back there through the corridor, right? So I guess this is going to be fun, but we'll just find out about it. Now, research is not coming along so nicely, because we are using quite a few researchers right now for schemes. So after all, I will need to train a few more scientists. Let's have 2 more. 1 more technician, because we do have the mission for that. And 2 more musclemen, right? Money's coming in so plentiful. It's perfectly fine anyway. And I should also build a few more gold pallets here in the back. Going to cost me some 12,000 there again. We can do this. And there are also the henchmen now coming in. Let's kill them. Let's also use my samurai. I just love to use him.
Speak your mind. With deadly a trifling adversary.
And he will help quite a bit there in the fighting. Of course, if all of them would get into my base, they could sabotage my base and also get information outside, and thus incredibly quickly heat up my world map. And then I would be out of schemes pretty quickly. So let's just rather do it like that. One more thing that we can still do here now is we should have a special room for the incinerator, shouldn't we? So something where we can burn the packages. And let's just see where we want to place our incinerator. And I think I have a good location here. It's quite hidden. It's behind the infirmary. And I think we do have a nice amount of room here. Like this, for example. It doesn't even cost that much. A little door, perhaps, where we can then squeeze in, let's say, a reinforced door. And in here, we could actually have 2 beautiful incinerators piling up for us. Oh, we don't have the electricity for that. So let's just have 1 for now. Probably also like this. This is even better, I guess. Perfect. And with that, we can have a few of them to burn the people. And I think it's a fitting location there as well. Let's build this one. We don't need the incinerator here then anymore. So, yep, I can actually, or I should actually sell it. That's a bit of cash that we save. And let's also get rid, oh, wait a second, before we get rid of these generators there, let's just have the nuclear generators then here as well, right? So we can have a few of them, as I was kind of like piling them up before. So we could build, yep, let's build those guys here then as well. And I could still squeeze in then more here later if I want to. Another 28,000 that we need to pay here, but it's a lot of energy coming in, and we're making this much cleaner than before. This is almost finished. We are just researching now our, are we still in the middle of that? It's taking quite some time. Where is my genius anyway? I think she is away there a bit. Oh, she needs... No, she does have morale. Quite a bit of it now. Finished with the relaxing. Let's get back up here. And yeah, this is just looking much better, right? First of all, it makes sense. We are residing where we have our gold as well. And it's farthest away from the entrance. So it's pretty hard for everyone to get there. And the control room here makes a lot of sense then too. Let's push it.
I'm not bossy.
There we have it. So we are pushing our researchers there. We might actually place a fourth, let's just see, a fourth whiteboard here to push research even further. It's taking quite some time, doesn't it? Right? And we are only at level 2. I'm pretty sure we're going to need a huge lab for all of the tech, and we are still having more tech to be unlocked and more tech trees in total. That's interesting. Now there's one thing that's still missing here, and that's the armory that I should probably move around a bit. And yeah, this one is a better location for the armory, I think, because it's also rather central. First of all, we can make it quite big as well, and it's kind of like between my control room, Lair, and Goldstand, right? So this is the safety room, and it makes a lot of sense to have it in here. Let's also have the reinforced door for that. Oh, sorry. This one, not the prison. This is what we want to build. Let's make it like this, because here we might still expand the rooms. Let's have some 4 here. Let's have the door. And then I'm just going to move the furniture once this room is built. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge area for a beautiful control room there that we can expand quite a bit. And by the way, we have unlocked now level 2 as well. Level 3 that we can watch. And look at that, it's getting a bit narrow there. And number 4. This is going to be the lair at the end of the game, I'm pretty sure of it. We also have the basement. I still cannot go to the basement itself, right? Because we don't have the entrance to that yet. And there's gold here. That's pretty interesting. But I'm really excited about the possibilities here. Stay tuned.